Okay, welcome back to the channel. I think it's been about a week since I've done my last video. As you can see, I probably look a little bit different. I've lost a bit of weight. If you look at my previous videos, you can see it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do a video about that after this video and upload that tomorrow probably. But if you're interested, I've lost just over a stone, maybe about 15, 16 pounds in about 20 days. So I'll talk about that tomorrow though. I want to talk about the poker today. So over the last, this is my $5 graph for this month. My chair's just blocking the beginning of it, but you can see there's nothing much going on there at the beginning of it anyway. So the real action comes just after my chair. So yeah, the secret of being successful at poker is don't sit in a chair because you don't do nothing. So if you get past the chair, you start to improve. So anyway, yeah, we've had a good month. We went right up to $140, and then since then we've been a little bit up and down. So we're going to look at the last little dip we've had over the last 1,000 hands today. So at the moment we stand at plus $120. That's over. Let's have a look, 18,000 hands. So let's say, I mean, I haven't been grinding. What is it, the 20th of October today, I think. So, that's an average of 1,000 hands a day. And if I was grinding, probably about 4,000 hands a day, so maybe even more. So these are pretty much all at regular tables. Most of them are 9 max. There's some 6 max as well. So they're all in there. So anything I've done at 5 max regular tables, it's here. I'm just going to show you the bonuses this month. So I don't usually show the bonuses really. Well, I haven't for a long time. I think this month so far I've got 3 weekly poker challenges, which is they're $15 each, so that's $45. I think I mentioned in my last video I got this strange $40. I've had about 2 or 3 of them. One was probably right at the beginning of this month, a $40 chest bonus, which I don't really know what it was for, to be honest. I have got a screenshot of it. If anyone wants to see it, I can explain it. I'm not complaining, but I had about 2 or 3 of those, and I got some free tickets as well to the deal game. It's I've never really played it, so I'm not really interested in those sorts of things. So I just like to play poker, but they gave me some bonus tickets or something to the deal. I played those, about 4 or 5 of them, I think. And then I got a deal bonus of someone hit the jackpot at the time I played it, and I got about $35 for that. I think if someone hits a jackpot on the same day you play it or something like that, then half of the jackpot is shared between everybody. The jackpot winner wins 50% of the pot, and everybody else shares 50%. So I got $35 for that. So it was something for nothing really. There were free tickets. So happy with that. And the rest is chest and leaderboard points. So I think the bonuses are a little bit more than they would normally be. I say it looks, it wouldn't really be that high. So what's that total now? It was up as high as $300. That's about $275. So, it's okay. I mean, if I was really grinding 4,000 hands a day times 30 days, for example, 120,000 hands. Now, you're kind of looking at around about 7 times this probably, but I'm not. So I'm taking it easy. I have plans for the new year to do more medium stakes, higher stakes poker, but they're just plans at the moment. I've spoken about those before. So let's have a look at this a little bit more closely. We go on to the, if we look at the, let's take the bonus thing off. It's not really that helpful. So these are this month by stake, so we can actually see just the $5. We can see the net one hit the big blinds 100. The rake's extremely high. That comes with the territory of micro stakes, but you can see there it's beatable clearly, but it's annoying. It's part of the game at micros. So let's just close that off. If you have a look at the top here, if you can see that we've played full ring 13,000 hands plus $100 plus 14.34 net big blind 100, so that's okay. We played some 6 max, about 4,000, so I don't know, about 25% or so 6 max, and again we plus $20, so, and plus 7 big blind, 7.7 big blinds 100, so that's reasonable. Okay, what we really want to do is have a look at the last 1,000 hands where we've started to get this little up and down, and this is fairly normal. We can't really go up every single day, but I think really over the last couple of sessions I've not really played that well. I've not really been concentrating. I've been a little bit distracted. I've maybe been a little bit tired. I've been a little bit tilted. I've had a little bit of bad luck, and so what we're going to do is just have a look at maybe 20 hands that we've lost in that session. So let's do this. So what we want to do is make sure that we get both of those, so that's the graph for the 2. We want to click here to get the net lost. So there are all our biggest losses, I think. Okay, so let's click down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll click 20 hands. I'm not sure if we're going to get through all of those, and we'll try and go through them as quickly as possible. Okay, so let's replay those, and we get onto this screen is a bit better. I think that doesn't look okay. So let me just double check that this is the first hand, so that we are on this. Yep. Okay, it is. Okay, so let's go through these as quickly as we can. So obviously this is 9 max. I've got the player names on, but I haven't got the HUD up. But just going to work as it is. Okay, so ace 2. I mean, it's free bettable in this situation with 2, an open raise and a call. I think we just probably, most of the time, I'm just calling this and looking to see a flop. I've got a big stack. We got the other 2 stats covered. We get the gut shot, backdoor flush, so we check. Yeah, I think there's probably, I don't know what the solver would say here. Sound a bit pompous, like I have no idea. But I think this really hits our range. That sounds a bit pompous as well, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think this is good for us But it does hit our range. We do have equity. We probably could have been betting here, I think. But I more often than not with multi-way, I'm sort of just checking, because I think with solvers, I just really, most of the time they're talking about a heads up, you know. And here, you know, this would be a non-GTO position. I don't really get into GTO and solvers and this, that, and the other, but I think it is a big part of today's game. I did hear a couple of videos of people saying yesterday, oh, you don't need to use solvers, just watch bankroll challenges on YouTube and you can become a millionaire like that. Yeah, well, good luck with that, you know. You know, if you think you can do that, then, you know, I think the same person who said that was actually selling poker coaching. But there you go. Say one thing in one hand, do one thing in the other. Is that called hypocrisy? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, let's carry on. We get a bet here, so, you know, let's say he's got something. Lots of things there. We get a call. We're not folding, so I assume we call here. And we get the straight ace 2 3 4 5. So I think I remember this hand, and well, let's see what happens. I think you can probably guess. I can't quite remember what happened in the end. The guy bets into it. We re-raise. I mean, how likely does he have sixes? That's what I was thinking. And yeah, I mean, what sixes does he have? Ace 6, king 6, 6 5, 7 6. So there's a few sixes there, but there's not a lot of them. So let's see what he calls. Queen comes. I bet half pot. I mean, these spots I don't really know what to do sometimes, and I think I need to study this one a little bit more. Clearly the straight's got there. I think this guy was a bit of a crazy player, I think. I'm not sure, but I think he was just kind of 60% VPIP. So a part of me thought, yeah, you know, he's messing around. But then, you know, some of these crazy players also, they do slow down when they are beat. You know, they may be crazy initially, but then some of them, they do stop clicking buttons when they have nothing. So I didn't really know this player that well, but I think you know, in a short period of time, he played a lot of hands. So, and he goes all in. Now we have, you know, I think here, you know, I've got this is a call, and I folded, I think, which is a blunder. I think you tell me. Because I don't really have that much to call now. What is it, 30 or so chips to win 210. Yeah, I only need to be right a small percentage of time, you know, and oh, I did call. I thought I folded. Okay. There you go. So 8-6. Yeah, I remember this hand now. I didn't quite remember it then, but this is like the nutty player, one of the nutty players, and he had this, you know, I think it was one of those sessions as well where, you know, I had 4 tables and 2 or 3 maniacs on them, and they were just getting everything. That was how it was a little bit. It was okay though, because I think if you look at that little dip, yeah, it's -4 buy-ins, isn't it? It's a little dip. It's not a massive downswing, but it's good to look at it. So, okay, we'll try and go through ace queen in the small blind. This is, I don't remember, this is 6 max or 9 max. I have no idea, but there's only 5 players here. We open, we get called. We got an ace. I bet, but that maybe could have been a little bit better, a bigger. We get re-raise, well, we're not folding. We call. Ace queen, great, very good. You know, I think I'm going to be continuing the betting now because I don't think this guy is going to be folding. We are in a stronger position. Obviously, it's not a nut. It's not the nuts, but it's a good hand. So bets. I think I'm going to be free betting here quite a lot, which I do, and he calls. And yeah, you know what's happening now, don't you? I think I bet small here now, if I remember. No, I jam. Well, yeah, we could be up against ace jack, ace king, ace 10. Maybe we can get 9-9 to fold, 2-2 to fold, and we can't get 8-5 suited to fold. Oh dear. Tell me what you think. Maybe I think the last bet was a bit over the top. What's it called? Value towned myself. I owned myself. Okay, so yeah. Ace king. Sometimes against a 9 max game, with ace king off. Not all the time. It depends on the player. Sometimes I'm just flatting it. That might not seem a good thing to do. I saw Phil Ivey do it recently, when he was playing recently. I thought, well, it's good enough for Phil Ivey. It's good enough for me. So sometimes if there's a really tight player in, under the gun in a 9 match table and they're just sort of playing 10% of hands or something, I'm not free betting with ace king because very often it's speed. These players are just playing ace, ace, king, king, and just struggling with it. So I didn't really want to put any more money in the pot because I thought, well, I'm probably going to get free bet and I'm going to probably fold to that because of that dynamic. And the other thing I'm thinking is if players come behind and I get a decent flop, I've got 4 players in there and I can get value. But ace king suited I'd play differently. I would re-raise it because I've got more equity there. Ace king off, I often struggle with it in this situation. So, okay, let's move forward. We get the ace. We've got the hearts. And so here, I think he checks. No, he bets. So I think I should be re-raising here, even despite the dynamics I just mentioned. I just call. So I think this is a mistake. I think, especially with the heart, probably should have put a bit more into it, because we're still, you know, vulnerable. Just we have a great hand, but we still kind of could be, you know, rolled over in the next two cards. So we get a 4, so that's great. I think we're really happy with the situation now. So we're really only beaten by ace, which is only one of. I don't think he has 2-2, 8-8, 4-4. They're just simply not there, I don't think. 8-8 possibly. I just, yeah, so I think we're ahead now. So it checks, and I bet quite large. I think really what I could be doing here is an overbet or a shove even. I think I'm okay with this bet. I'm thinking now he's got ace queen or ace jack or king king or queen queen, something like this. So it calls. So that tells me, yeah, he's got ace something. He's not going to continue with a king king. I don't think, you know, queen queen's out. So, you know, it's ace queen probably. Yeah. And he bets pot. I think I thought to myself in game, this is ace queen. I've been trumped. And I call. I think, you know, we just have to swallow it now, don't we? You know, it could be ace jack. It could be queen queen. Ace queen. So we got rivered. I didn't feel it was. I didn't feel it was a foldable river. You know, again, I'm not 100% on that. Is that foldable? Yeah, because we are beat by ace king. We are beat by ace queen, which we were. We are beat by ace ace. We are beat by queen queen. What would you do? Okay, 8-7 off. I think here I shouldn't really be playing this. I'm kind of looking into these hands. Sometimes in the big blind, I like these little off-suited hands. Sometimes I will play them if my VPIP's gone down a little bit, just to keep my VPIP up. For multi-way, I like to, you know, it's cheap. And so, okay, so we get top pair. Guy just limped, so I don't think he really has anything. I think I remember this hand. So we check. Probably should have been betting that top pair sevens, and the range 3-4. It's all, you know, it's good for us. But I think this is one of these guys who just played any pair of tissues he was holding. So, you know, so he bets. We call. Okay. 8 comes. So we got 2 pair. And I think now obviously I'm going to go for a sort of an overbet. Usually I would on this board. And I checked. You know, maybe I was thinking of check raise, but I would. Don't know why I did that. An overbet probably would have taken it down there. I did check raise, and so he re-raised my re-raise. So you know, well, that's either straight there or a set. We've got 2 pairs. We can't really go anywhere at the moment. We call. So yeah, I remember this hand. I think I really should be folding now. I keep myself in game. 8-7 is... We should be out of this now. We've beaten by a stronger 2 pair. We're beaten by a boat and so on. So he bets big. I kind of thought this was a bit bluffy. Yeah, he got me on that one. And I called. I had quads. So again, I think this was a player who was a bit... If that was a tight player, like one of these kind of 10, 15 VPIP type of players, I'd have folded. But I think this player had about 60% VPIP over a reasonable number of hands. So yeah, I think this was from this morning's session, and I think this was one of these. It's one of those sessions where I had a kind of maniac on each table, 4 tables, and they were just playing anything and getting it. So this happens. For over the last week, I've taken a lot of money off though. I'm not complaining. I've just gotta deal with it. So I think that was one thing this morning when I was playing. I was getting battered. I was making errors like this. And I was quite relaxed about it, really. I probably wasn't entirely concentrating. I was watching YouTube a bit. I had my headphones in. I was listening to a couple of podcasts. I was thinking about my breakfast. I was thinking about what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go for a massage, foot massage. I had one yesterday. I'm going to go to this again. And, I wasn't in the game 100%. Mistake, So these things were happening, but I wasn't... If you look at some of my earlier videos, when these sort of things happened, I'm ranting and raving, and I think I've kind of... I'm not entirely rid of that, but I am managing that much better now. Okay, so Ace Jack. Okay, get a limper here. I mean, I'm probably going to... Usually I would re-raise here. Could be a bigger size. But he's only got 40 chips. Short stackers are, I hate short stackers. I hate short stackers and I hate rat rollers. I mean, I've said this a few times. Especially at a $2. I mean, I haven't played $2 for a long time, but $5 games. You get short stackers, a lot of short stackers, and a lot of people, when they win a few chips, they take them off the table, rat rolling, basically. And again, I was getting annoyed with this over the last couple of weeks. I was just thinking, this is bad. These people are ruining the game, blah, blah, blah. But, long term, they're not winning. And long term, I am winning at that level, long term, I'm winning up $5. So, okay. So, I can't really complain. When you got a VPIP of 14.5 this month, yeah, and I've had some short stackers stack me, take half my stack, and then they've taken it off the table. It's kind of okay, just how to put it into perspective, I think. Okay, so we re-raise. I think re-raising into a short stack, this really means now stacks, because there's already 23 in the pot. He's only got 30 behind. So I'm thinking here now, this pretty much has to probably go all in or something like that. So I offer him half his pot to continue. He does that. So I know that there's no way out of this now. We hit the jack, so I'm thinking, yeah, got ya. And there they go. So we'll just say, you've got no choice now. You're going to fold with nothing. There you go. He calls it. And it runs out with a 3 on the... we have top pair. So we're in with a shout. 7-7. So... there you go. Shit happens. King 10 suited. I'm opening this early position. We get called. I don't think this guy calling me has anything because it would have been a free bet. We get called by the button as well. So I don't think they have anything. I think these are kind of raggy aces. And we get top pair here. And we bet. I think this bet's a bit small. I think we could have probably bet up a little bit here. But multi-way at the same time, there's more chance that people I don't think Jack's there. I think there's more chance there's a set there. There could be ace 10, raggy ace. Could be sets. Okay. So this guy calls and the button gets out of the way. So we go to the turn and the ace comes. So I did say raggy ace. I did say ace 10. And so now I'm thinking, well, this guy could have continued with a flush draw. Obviously 10-10 is there, but we've got the 10 blocker. We could have something like 8-8, maybe even 5-5. So, we are on a risk of sets. I do think, second pair here is very vulnerable, but we got to continue betting. We make that. I'm not sure about that bet size. I'm okay with it. I think it does. It maybe deters flush draws. Couple of hands, but probably a lot of hands are going to be continuing here anyway, so it probably could be a bit smaller. Or we could even check. So I need to do a little bit more study on my bet sizing. So he calls. He's not going away. There's a lot of chips in the middle. And it's about just over 1-to-1 with his effective stack size. So I bet small and hoping that would be enough to get him out of the way. It wasn't. Well, I don't think we have any reason to continue. Yeah, so I think we made a mistake with our turn bet there, and that's something for me to have a look at. Turn bet and river bet. Okay, Jack King off. 6 max. I mean, it could be foldedness, but I played it. We get called, so again, I don't think this guy's got anything. We get top pair. It's not a great top pair. We continue. We get re-raised. We call. I continue. Yeah. This is a really tight fold here. I think I fold this. And I think... I don't know whether this was based on the player. I don't know whether it's a really tight player or whatever. But a top pair, it's not the best top pair. We are beaten by ace king. I don't think there's ace king there. King queen probably there. He's probably gone in with that. 9-9, 6-6 could be there. I fold that. It's a tight fold. Let's just go back a bit. Yeah. So what you think? I think, yeah, playing for stacks with king jack off, even though it is top pair, I'm kind of, even with king queen off, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm looking to get a chop out of king queen. I'm hoping to get a chop. But king jack, I think I'm toast. That's my thinking. Maybe that's a bit tight. Tell me what you think. Ace jack. We're just flat here, and that's probably a mistake. We could 3-bet or raise it up. But again, I think there was probably something about this player under the gun. So it was just a 9-max game that I thought, okay, I'd rather see a flop with 3 players than face a 4-bet. Because, 4-bet for this is going to be a 4-bet fold. I'm going to be folding to a 4-bet against under a gun, against a tight player. So I just thought, okay, we're just flat. And we get nothing. So we get the jack here. No one's doing anything. Now the king didn't bet. Or maybe, well, I say king didn't bet, but maybe there's a bit of trapping going on. I think it's unlikely we have the best hand here, even though we've got second pair. Now this is obviously changes that. I think we have a chance of the best hand, but it's not the nuts. Okay, so we bet. This guy folds under the gun. And we get 3-bet. This guy was a fairly tight player. And I fold this because I don't think we have enough here to pay it off. I just think we are beaten by the queen 10. Once possible with the pre-flop actions. We are beaten by someone with a 5, ace 5. Jack. I don't think it's there. Ace, I don't think it's there. But I just don't think we have enough to pay that. So actually, we did. This is probably where I wasn't concentrating this morning. I think usually I would fold this. Queen 10. So yeah, that's where I wasn't concentrating. I would fold that usually. So that's concentrate. I think I was like listening to my YouTube podcast, and then I saw the queen 10. I was like, oh, I better stop playing soon. So focused. Okay, tell me what you think. Ace king suited. We're going to be re-raising this pretty much always. Nothing on the flop. You get the ace. Maybe go back a bit. I think we should have checked bet here. We didn't. We checked. So I think The flop's not great for us. It's kind of middle to lowish. Yes, we could represent the flush. But the ace comes now, so we improve on the turn. We bet. We get called. And the flush and the straight come in. And it just goes check, check, check. And you have the ace 5. So I did mention ace 5 there. So that one I was awake. So let's just go through what we've done now on the time. So 40 minutes. We'll just go through two. I said we might do all of the hands, so we'll just go through maybe 2 more. This one and the last one, so you get an idea. I think. Actually, let's just go through this one and see. I think with the rest we're not losing too much, but you can see some of the issues there. So we'll just do this one. So 7-8 suited. We give it a call. The street, could also fold. Okay, pop bet. We're going to continue. Nothing. We bet. Okay, what am I thinking? The straights there. We haven't, you could have queen, cities, range, jacks, queen, jack, 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 queen, queen, 9-9. We really haven't got any reason to bet. Calls. And we're just in a position where we have to fold. Okay, so I think let's just go back to the Holdem Manager. So let's put that up. So we've been through a lot of. We went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We went through about 12 hands there, and that was. I think that would be enough. It was a bit slower than I thought it would be. I tried to speed it up next time. But I think you've got an idea. I've got some idea of what I should be working on. Bet sizes and over bluffing 1 or 2 positions. Folding some rivers when I'm clearly beat. I'm trying to avoid being distracted, not playing for too long, not listening to podcasts whilst I'm playing too much. That's actually something I have been working on. I do say to myself, I generally say to myself now, I'm going to play for 2 hours. I'm not going to have my podcast on, and then I'm just going to focus. So, but I'm not so disciplined at that. Sometimes after about an hour in, okay, let me just listen. There's an audio book I want to listen to. That will be okay. Be interested to see what your habits are. What do you do whilst you're playing poker? I must admit, in my early days, I had my laptop in the kitchen. I was cooking. And then beep, okay. Beep, okay. Yeah, don't do that. I've learned my lesson. Okay. So I'm going to do a video after this now on my experience on my diet. And I'll upload that tomorrow, because I don't want to upload 2 videos in a day. This will be uploaded today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Any questions or comments, please let me know. Have a good day. Bye bye.